mom, you see what we're going through today? Do you see what we're going through for this party? Ziya, you better love this party and remember it all your life. Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven here with my mom, Chef Tony. Today's mission is to start shopping for supplies for Ziya's 3rd birthday party. I have been inspired by Kylie Jenner's party that she threw for Stormy's World. If you didn't see it, look it up. It was amazing. It was kind of like a carnival circus fair like theme, and I kind of want to do a similar thing because I thought that was really cute. So we're doing Ziya's World fair, not circus, because I don't want to do scary clowns and things, but it's kind of like a fair carnival theme to it. And we have limited time to throw this whole party together and do a bunch of DIYs and the decorations of the cake and everything. So me and my mom just pulled up to Joann's fabric store and we are gonna just see what we can find to start off with. All right, hey guys, it's me, Raven, from the future, editing this video. I wanted to add in some voiceovers into this video just to kind of help explain what is going on. So that clip you just saw was from March 9th, almost exactly a month away from when the actual party was gonna be happening. But I didn't really have a full month to plan this party or work on the DIY decorations because me and my mom were both gonna be traveling. I had a lot of other like sponsored projects and just different stuff that I had to do to where I was not gonna have a lot of free time to sit there and plan a party or make stuff for a party. So that's why me and my mom are just heading straight from this event that I had to go to and going straight to the store with literally nothing planned out, nothing written down. We didn't have a list, we didn't have a proper idea of what we needed. We were just like, okay, we have some time right now, let's run to the store, let's see what we can find and see what we can pull together just on the spot. That was a bad idea. So I'm literally going in Joann's with my cute outfit on and my Yeezy heels because we just came from an event.
And I told you to just do a simple birthday party with cake, ice cream, balloons, napkins, and kids. But no. Now we got this whole...
I mean, it's all or nothing. Go big or go home. And yes, when I say go big or go home, my original plan for this party was going to be, like I said, inspired by Kylie Jenner's party that she threw for her daughter, which was over the top, out of this world, so it wasn't going to be anything close to that. But I was taking inspiration from it in terms of having a bunch of different activities, games, maybe a bounce house, a petting zoo, a face painter, all types of stuff with all types of carnival themed decorations. I didn't want to do a little half-assed party because last year we didn't do a party, like pretty much didn't do a party at all last year. We kind of had a little unicorn theme. I made her a cake, she had a piñata at school, that was about it. But this year she's really asking about her birthday a lot. She wants to have her friends, she wants to have a party, she knows what's going on, she's excited about it. So I'm like, okay, let's do a real party, invite all her people from school. We're literally sitting down in Joann's at their little table that they have in here. I got a piece of paper in my purse. My mom found a Sharpie in her purse. So I'm gonna draw out my ideas for the decorations because we have no plan. We want to do 3
so
backdrop walls.
I like these.
So I don't expect that they will be square. I suspect that they will be
They're
rectangular.
all rectangular, kind of.
Right. I suspect that we will put the one behind the food like this, horizontally.
So yeah, clearly we quickly realized that going into the store with absolutely no plan was not gonna work. So we had to find some paper and some pens, sit down in the store and try to make a plan on the spot. What you see me here drawing is these backdrop boards that we were planning on making. It'll make a lot more sense here in a minute in the vlog. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we made these backdrops and what they're gonna be used for. But we were just not being smart. Like, we didn't have the dimensions. We didn't know how big of boards we could even get that would even fit in my mom's car. We didn't know what we were doing. We were literally making up stuff on the spot. So don't recommend doing this. Always make a plan before you go to the store. So how many yards of fabric do you think? Like, how big of a...
Well, it's got to fit in the car.
Well, first of all, how big is the thing gonna be?
That's what I'm just saying. I forgot my thing. I think it's gonna be like 40, no more than 42 inches tall. I took my, we need a tape measure. We can fix this right now. We can fix it. Don't sit here looking stupid. Be resourceful.
The struggle. All right, change of plans. We don't know why we went straight to Joann's and was trying to go straight to Home Depot. We were trying to make these plywood backdrop decoration things. We were trying to do too much, so we're just gonna go over here to Party City right now and get some of the basic stuff, tablecloths, plates, cups, party favors, just some of the really easy stuff that we already know what we kind of want to get. I think for fair theme, think like carousel, merry-go-round, Ferris wheel, cotton candy. Cotton candy is a good way to think about it, I think, too. So I like these two together. So basically we're saying that this is the color scheme of the party. Yellow, kind of a turquoise color, and pink. My mom doesn't want me to do pastels.
I'm just saying.
No, 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 that's so much uglier. Comment down below and I know we're not doing this, I'm telling you right now, but just so my mom can know, this color scheme is uglier.
It's a carnival. It's not
it's cotton candy carousel.
Cotton candy carousel. Okay.
That's
well,
not, this is just like
yellow is not the accent color.
No, I like it with the yellow. That doesn't look crazy. This looks good together. It's classic. It kind of looks like Easter.
Yeah.
But I mean, it works. It goes together. People always put those colors together. We need cups, plates, cutlery, so we could get some of each color just to mix it up. Because it's not circus. There's a difference between circus theme and what I'm trying to do. Maybe do polka dotted napkins. Just a nice mixture so that when it's laid out on the table, it'll look like all the colors mixed together. So we just came across this section in Party City that is actually circus carnival themed. They have a bunch of stuff. It's not in the right color scheme, but they do have games that we can set up around the party.
The 3 games I had planned was like a beanbag toss, something like this, and I was gonna order something similar to this, very similar. That's it right there. The other one was the duck fishing game, and the another one was,
but these are overpriced.
Are you kidding me? We are not fixing to.
And some of these things don't. No, I mean, for this, I'm not gonna go buy wood and cut holes in it. Like, I'm not doing all that. But like, I just want to make sure we're not buying something stupid that costs $36 that really only requires a piece of paper and a piece of tape.
This is one game. This is one less thing we have to DIY, right? We have to DIY stuff.
This is what our basket is looking like so far. We're getting goodie bag prizes. So basically the way the party goodie bags are gonna work is you get prizes for playing the carnival games. So we're gonna get a variety of different little prizes. We're gonna have a photo booth. So we're getting silly hats that you can wear. This is a hot dog hat.
You're gonna save money. Here.
Okay, yeah, here. Ringmaster hat. Plastic ringmaster hat. There's also a plastic cowgirl hat down there, pink hat. And little silly things you can wear for the photo booth. And then for the goodie bags, like as you're at the party, you're walking around playing games. You have your bucket that you're carrying. Each kid gets a bucket and you win prizes and you put your prizes in the bucket, and by the time you leave the party, you have a bucket full of prizes. So we got buckets to match the color scheme, tablecloth, silverware, cups. Now, I felt super accomplished when we were leaving Party City. I was like, wow, we bought so much stuff. They had circus themed stuff already. Like, we got so much stuff. Like, we got the whole party. Not really, because this is all just like little stuff that you're not even really gonna see at the party. And we really still had to think about the big major decorations that were actually gonna fill up the room. That was the hard part. Okay, so today is March 20th. Ziya's on spring break, so it's a weekday, but we've got, I guess you can call this some free time. My mom is here. Did you hear what I just said? I said it's March 20th. That other clip was from March 9th. We didn't have any free time in between that time to work on this party or buy extra stuff or make stuff. And now it's March 20th and the party is gonna be on April 6th. So yeah, it's getting down to the wire. We have been looking at materials, looking at inspiration photos online, and drawing up some plans for the main decorations for Ziya's party. So here is kind of just an overview of some of the stuff that we got at Party Cities, just so you can kind of see like the color scheme that we're working with. And then over here, my mom actually made all of these things on her Cricut machine, which I've talked about a lot in my vlog. She's used it for a whole bunch of different things. So this is just like different pieces that she glued together to make these cute little cutouts. This one is really cute. I like the glitter paper. And this is gonna be used for some centerpieces on the tables in the room. So you guys will see a little bit later how these all come together. Over here, we've been looking on Pinterest for some ideas for decorations and backdrops. I bought these huge 4-foot by 6-foot pieces of thin plywood. There's 3 of them. They're really thin. And we're gonna be using these as basically like backdrops or wall decorations. We're gonna decorate them and we're gonna prop them up on the wall. The reason why we have to have these is because we are not allowed to really put stuff on the wall in the room that we're renting, and we think it would be easier to just have these already decorated and then just bring them into the space and prop them up, and then it'll be like, you know, the main decorations are already done, if that makes sense. So for those 3 pieces of wood, I wanted to map out what I wanted to do for each of them. They're gonna be going in different areas of the room. So one of them's gonna be used as a photo booth, one of them is gonna be propped up behind the food table, the treat table, and one of them's gonna be propped up behind the table that we're gonna put the presents on. So we just kind of drew out rough ideas of kind of like what materials we're gonna use. We're gonna be draping fabric, we're gonna be painting, we're gonna have balloons connected to the top of one of them with streamers hanging down. We're gonna have more fabric draped down with like some banners going across. So this is kind of our main blueprint and kind of also doubles as a shopping list, because now we need to go to the fabric store and the craft store and get all of these materials so we can start putting these things together. All right, actually, let me actually show you my inspiration pictures that I got off of Pinterest for what I'm talking about. I almost didn't want to show you these pictures because the Virgo perfectionist side of me is kind of jealous of these pictures, but I'm trying to explain to you guys what my vision was and what I'm trying to do here. You can see from all these photos that they have a nice pretty table with the cake and the snacks, and the table itself is decorated, and there's a backdrop behind the table that goes with the theme of the party, and there's all these balloons and streamers and everything surrounding it, and it's like this really cute little setup. So I was planning on having 2 of these setups in the party as being like the main decorations for the party. Plus, we were going to make a 3rd one that was going to stand alone by itself as another backdrop to have for a photo booth setup. And we were going to be making all of this ourselves from scratch, when normally you just rent all this stuff from a party planner place and they just bring it in and set it up for you. But no, we wanted to make it from, well, I'm not even going to drag my mom into this. I wanted to make it from scratch. Okay, so we are at Hobby Lobby. We have Ziya with us because, well, it's spring break, so she's off from school. Oh, Granny thinks she's hip with her Adidas leggings.
I thought I was gonna go work out, but it looks like I'm doing a different version of working out.
So they've got tons of stuff. We're gonna be doing some decorations that are like this. Low-key, we could have came here instead of Party City because I'm sure the prices are lower. Little side note, I don't want anybody to take this video or anything that I say about planning this party too, you know, negatively, just because I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I mean, I am complaining a little bit, and we were stressed out and we didn't know what we were doing, and a lot of things didn't end up working out, but that's just real life. I'm just trying to show you guys what the true behind the scenes was of trying to plan this party ourselves with limited time. But at the same time, I did still want to give you guys this inspiration and a little bit of a tutorial on how we made some of the stuff, just in case anybody out there really did want to do this theme for themselves. You guys can take inspiration from what we did, how we did some of the DIYs, but also learn from our mistakes and learn what not to do, and maybe just get a better idea so that yours can turn out a little bit better. At the end of the day, you know, spoiler alert, the kids at the party had fun. Everything was fine. You know, Ziya wasn't complaining. Nobody was complaining. But it's just me being a perfectionist about the decorations. I'm just gonna tell you, they didn't really fully turn out because obviously like we were struggling a little bit and like it was just hard. So, you know, I just wanted to show you guys the real behind the scenes, the real struggle. We need streamers. I was saying this is kind of close, sort of, yeah.
Close enough.
That's close. All right, fabric.
So, you know, with some little.
That's a Daisy dog.
But in your colors.
What?
That's a dog.
Yeah, that has polka dots on it.
Remy, that has polka dot. Remy, that has polka
It
dot.
does have polka dots.
Remy, put those back.
You don't want polka dots? We need pink fabric with either stripes or polka dots for this design. For this design.
I don't want pink polka dot for my birthday.
You don't want polka dots?
No.
How about stripes?
No.
Well, then what? Okay, here it is. Put it on the table so we can buy it. Let's help put this stuff on the table. Here you go. Ooh. We got all this bubble stuff. Last minute addition to the party. Okay, so now we are in Joann's fabric store. Hobby Lobby did not have the fabric we were looking for, and low-key Joann's does not have the fabric we're looking for either. We've already decided or discovered that there's at least one fabric that we're gonna have to order online. We just want pink stripes, and nobody has pink stripes, like just plain pink stripes. Okay, Ziya doesn't want pink stripes, but she's saying no to everything today. She's in a grumpy mood. Did we even find the regular satin section yet? There's a section. We need 12 feet. We need 12 feet. I don't know how many yards that is.
I have feet. Mommy, I have feet.
Yes, you have feet too. We need
the curtain.
Because one 6-foot piece is going to be bunched up.
One 6-foot piece. That's one side of the curtain.
Yeah.
6 feet is 2 yards. So we need 4 yards.
Okay, 4 yards. I agree with that.
Okay, right.
4 yards. Oh, you see what we're going through today? Do you see what we're going through for this party? That's ugly from far away though. See, that's Amelia Bedelia. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want it to look like. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not a tacky tea party. It's a carnival.
Let me see. It's a backdrop for the photo booth.
Does this look like a carnival to you? That just looks like Junie B. Jones. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to stay on theme and not confuse the theme. Ziya, you better love this party and remember it all your life.
Okay, so this we're gonna order striped pink fabric for the curtains. This is the backdrop.
Now what we're missing is what's going behind these blue curtains. So after that, later that day, it was already getting late, but we have been shopping around, going to multiple stores, and we still could not find all of the fabric or materials that we needed to make these boards, but we found like half of it, so we decided to go home and at least start working on them, and then have to order some stuff online and then finish them up on a later date. But at this point, we only had this one day to work on it, and then maybe like 1 or 2 other days that we had free before the party to work on this stuff. So we were getting kind of stressed out about the fact that we couldn't even find the stuff that we needed. But basically all we're doing here is just taking the fabric that we did find and taking the plywood boards and just using a staple gun to attach the fabric to the boards to start making the backdrops.
So however you want it to go, you want it to cover all the way to the one side on this one. Because you were saying that we would do something else with the top. Yeah. So that's kind of what we want to do.
But I mean, are you trying to like actually do like this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Ooh, don't staple the wall. Don't put your hand behind the...
It's not going through.
I feel like it kind of goes through a little bit.
Kind of.
I will say, in terms of my vision and my inspiration pictures, this part was going really well, and it actually turned out really well. So all we're doing is taking the other fabric and making the curtain effect. So we're just using the staple gun again to just staple the fabric on there and kind of gather it up and create curtains on both sides. I know how to gather. This is what I learned in college. How to get an even gather of fabric. You start on the edges and you keep doing the middle, the middle, the middle, so everything is even. See? And it's like evenly pleated.
Like I said.
It's out of staples? Oh, Lord. You gonna go get some right now, or are we done for the day? Do you want me to go get some?
I don't know where to get staple gun, staple gun.
Do you have to go to Home Depot, or can you go to like Target? Back from Home Depot with more staples for the staple gun. Finishing up this pleating effect. My college degree is coming in very handy, as you can see. I know how to work with fabric.
The idea is that the pennants will be about this size, or is that too big?
No, that's good, if not bigger, honestly, because you want it to be legible.
This size.
Yeah, that's a good size. And it also depends on what it's gonna say, like how many we need. 2 rows that say happy birthday, and then something else that's like on here Ziya. Ow.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. What about those lights? Letters that light up, that have the lights.
This is the box of stuff from Ziya's first birthday party. Not last year, but the year before. Ziya. Look, a tutu.
I want to wear it.
Sprinkles with the table. You should have looked in this box before
No,
the
you
box
should
shut.
have looked in the box.
I didn't know that there was this much stuff in here. So I did find some usable stuff in that old box of birthday party stuff. I found some streamers and I found some ribbon, which I used to finish off the curtains and tie them back. And then that was pretty much all the progress we were able to make on this day. Dun da da da! It's coming together. All right, it's a new day. We now have Ziya's actual physical invitations here in the flesh. This was just like an online thing where you can kind of just pick your design and order them. You just kind of fill in your text. So please join us as Ziya turns 3, and it's a nice like carousel theme, and it's cute on the back too. I'm not going to show you all the back because it has like the address and everything on it, but it continues the same theme and it gives you all the info for the party. So I thought that was really cute. Over here today, my mom is continuing to work on these centerpieces, which are basically going to be comprised of these paper things on sticks, like a couple different shapes all together, so it's gonna kind of be like a little bouquet, if that makes sense. I am about to start working on a little banner thing that's gonna go on the one of the backdrop boards that we're making. So I'm cutting out triangles of fabric. We have these different fabrics that match with the color scheme. This is like pink cupcakes, blue cupcakes, hot pink, yellow. So I'm going to be cutting out triangles of this fabric, and these are all going to be strung along a string, and it's going to say happy birthday Ziya. Another thing we got is these light up marquee letters. We have her full name, Ziya, Z-I-Y-A. My mom ordered these on Amazon. We could probably link some of this stuff down below if you guys are interested. Here are the battery powered light up marquee letters. Unfortunately, the letter A is a little dimmer than the rest of them. I guess it's fine. And another thing that we're doing is having carnival signs, like this type of stuff. Tickets, you know, just that carnival theme with that font. And we're gonna make little signs that like go with the balloons that go around the party. All right, for this banner, it's called a pennant banner, I believe. This is what's gonna be going on that curtain backdrop that we just made. And my mom had the idea to get a bunch of different colors of fabric and just do a DIY with iron-on letters, so it would be a completely custom banner. Now, a big part of this video is not only me showing you guys how I made these DIY projects and stuff, but also telling you guys what I learned from this party planning experience. So I learned that maybe you shouldn't spend all your time on these smaller handmade details that could have just been store-bought at the end of the day, because it takes away that extra time that you could have put into some of the bigger details or other details of the party that might have been more important. So I spent a lot of time cutting out all this fabric. My mom made those iron-on letters herself. I ironed on all the letters individually. My mom sewed the banner together, and it was really cute, really nice, put a lot of love into it, but it's such a small detail of the party that we could have just got a store-bought banner and put the letters on there. It wouldn't have been as unique, which is a downside, but this was really time consuming and I felt like it took away time from other stuff that I needed to do. So that's just something to think about if you're planning a party. But I still want to show you guys how I did it because it is a cute DIY. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, just get a bunch of fabric. You have your triangle stencil. You cut out all the triangles and then you arrange all the different colors of fabrics in a multicolor pattern. And then my mom actually cut out these iron-on letters on her Cricut machine. So again, another thing that the Cricut machine can be used for is to create these custom iron-on letters in any font that you want. So my mom designed these and had those printed out on her machine. She gave them to me and then I arranged them on the fabric. I obviously used an iron to iron them on, and I did that for happy birthday. So I did each letter one by one on each triangle. All right, happy is done. H-A-P-P-Y. And now I need to iron on birthday on all those ones down there. I'll be done with this and then move on to the next activity. All right, so now I'm working on gluing these paper thingies together for the centerpieces. So it's just multiple layers of paper that create these multi-dimensional decorations. So here's another DIY from the party that we put a lot of love and time and energy into, but it was a smaller detail of the party that I feel wasn't as noticeable. But I do think that this was a cute idea and it turned out really good. So like I said earlier, my mom designed all these things and printed them out on her Cricut machine. You know, she loaded in all the individual colors of paper, cut out each thing individually, and then she passed it over to me, and I took all the little individual paper pieces, layered them up, and glued them together one by one. Obviously, I can't give you a full tutorial on how to use the Cricut machine right now, but just to give you guys a basic idea. And then I took these wooden sticks and hot glued them on so that we could then take the sticks and stick them into some floral foam inside of these popcorn containers and then put popcorn on top so it would look like a bag of popcorn with these decorations sticking out, and that would be the centerpieces for the table. I personally think the finished product did turn out really cute, but again, it's one of those things that took a lot of time and effort for a smaller aspect of the party. So in theory, maybe this wasn't the best use of our time for the overall effect, but I think it turned out really cute. All right, it is Thursday. The party is on Saturday. Daisha's in town. Auntie Daisha doing her best friend duties, always down to help out. And we're starting to get stuff together. These centerpieces are coming together. The goodie bag buckets have everybody's names on them. And in here we have like a bunch of stuff and supplies for the party. Balloons, the goodie bag favors, the candy, the toys, the dress up stuff for the photo booth, photos, plates and cups and tablecloths and napkins and more dress up stuff and all this stuff we got from Party City, and some of the stuff that we made for the decorations. My mom made this sign, "Welcome to Ziya's Carnival," which is gonna go outside of the party. We've got this little carousel cupcake thing where you put cupcakes on it and it spins around. We got the duck fishing game with the little baby pool. We just got tons of stuff that we're gonna have to bring into the party space and set everything up on Saturday. Okay, so yeah, like I just said, it is now the Thursday before the party on Saturday. We have 2 days to try and pull this whole party together. Keep in mind, the cake is not done. None of the food is done, which was a huge aspect of the party that we still had to do. And we still had to finish these backdrops because those were not done either. So Daisha to the rescue. Shout out to Daisha, my best friend. She always comes through. I would not have been able to even get what we got done without her. And like I was foreshadowing earlier, we didn't really get everything done. And unfortunately, not all the stuff came together because we just ran out of time essentially. But I want to go ahead and show you guys how we finished off these backdrops and a couple of other little aspects that we were able to pull together. Another thing to keep in mind with these backdrops is that they're not necessarily meant to just stand alone and be the only decorations of the party. The original plan was that they were going to be surrounded by tons and tons of balloons and other decorations throughout the party, but on the day of the party, our balloon situation completely was an epic fail, so we didn't have all that stuff, so they did end up kind of having to stand alone. But I would just say, if you are planning on making these for your party, just make sure you have tons of balloons and extra props to actually fill up the whole entire scene surrounding the table rather than just having the backdrop by itself, because it really helps it look more like complete. We just didn't get a chance to do that, like I said, because our balloons were an epic fail, so we didn't have, you know, all that stuff. Whatever, long story short, you guys get it. But I definitely learned a lot from this experience. I learned that you really have to think about the overall like overview setup, like the bigger picture of the party, and not focus so much on the tiny details, like I said, like those tiny little paper cutouts that I was making and the little banner that I put so much work into. You're not really going to see that when you look at the overview or when you walk into the party. So the bigger stuff like the balloons and the backdrops are really more important to focus on first. But you know, I learned it for next time, and I'm still really proud of the stuff that I did make. So anyway, here are the two finished backdrops. As you can see, we taped all these colorful streamers onto the wood, and then I just used a hot glue gun to glue on these paper fans that we had bought from Hobby Lobby. And then the other background over there where you already saw us making the curtains and stuff, we just added the banner that I made and just added a few little finishing touches, and that was those two done. Now for the third and final backdrop, which is going to be used for the photo booth, I had the bright idea to make it look like a circus, carnival tent. You know how they have the striped fabric and it comes to a point at the top. I wanted it to kind of look like the opening to the tent and you could stand in front of it and take photos. So we had to order this pink striped fabric online. For some reason we couldn't find it anywhere in the store. We wasted a lot of time trying to do that. We ordered a bunch of it so that it could drape down on this big old piece of 6-foot piece of plywood, and then we just got a stick and it was just kind of like, okay, let's figure out how we can make a tent. Literally had no idea what we were doing or how. Like, there's no tutorial online for how to do this, so we were just making it up as we went along. Daisha helped me out a bunch with this part of just helping like conceptualize it and figure out how to make it work. I don't even know how to explain to you guys how we ended up making it work, but we used this stick, we folded the fabric, we used a staple gun, and we figured it out, and it actually turned out really good. The last little quick final thing I wanted to include in this video as the final little DIY that I did is I created some signs on Photoshop. I just picked out like a carnival looking font. I just used Photoshop to create this striped background, picked all the colors and everything, put a border around it, typed out what I wanted each sign to say, and then my mom was going to get them printed out. And these are just to kind of make it look more like a carnival or a fair, how everything has a sign, everything is labeled, like all the different like stalls are labeled. So we wanted to create some signs just as like extra decorations. Now our plan was to have these be actual like really cute signs with balloons and everything, like an actual, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was going to be really cute and they were going to be all around the party. But on the day of the party, a lot of stuff ended up happening and we didn't end up being able to set up these signs the proper way. We ended up just taping them to the wall, so it did not give the effect that it was supposed to give at all. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like that was really ratchet, but I was like, you know what, I already made these signs, they going up somehow. We don't have the actual thing we were gonna put them on, but they going up on the wall, so I taped them to the wall. Whew. All right, so that is all the DIY stuff that I was working on all the way up until like midnight on Thursday night. And then on Friday, which was the day before the party, me, my mom, and Daisha devoted that whole day to all of the food for the party as well as the cake, because I decided to do a DIY carousel cake. And my mom had the idea to make candied apples and all this stuff that we had to make and prep for the party. So I have all this footage from us making the snacks and decorating the cake. So you guys comment down below and let me know if you guys would be interested in a separate video all about how we made everything and how I decorated the cake. I do have all this footage. I could make a video if you guys are interested, so let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, for this video I just kind of wanted to show you guys a true real life behind the scenes of everything that went into planning and shopping and DIYing this party, because honestly on the day of the party, I mean, things didn't quite go as planned. It was raining and some things went wrong, and long story short, I wasn't even able to fully set up the party the way I wanted to, or even use all of the decorations that we made or had planned. So I at least wanted to make this video to show you guys what my vision was supposed to be and give you guys like an idea of what my plan actually was, since it didn't quite fully come to life for the party. But it's okay. You guys will see in my next video, which is going to be the actual vlog of the actual birthday party. You guys will see how everything turned out. We had the petting zoo, we had the face painter, we had some yummy snacks, all the kids had fun, Ziya had fun, and that's all that mattered. So at the end of the day, it's totally fine. But I just kind of wanted to give a little backstory and a little explanation with this video. So yeah, comment down below, let me know if you want to see a video about how we made all the food and the cake. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already, and also so that you don't miss out on the actual birthday vlog coming up next. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.